D2DNY, Real World HVAC Simplified. And now in this video I'm standing on a beam. There is a toolbox. Okay, so in this video what I will be talking about is DIN rail mountable components. DIN rail mountable components. Okay, DIN rail mountable components. And I'm doing this video, it's mostly for beginners. This is not a do-it-yourself or perhaps do-it-yourselfer. You know, if you want to join in, if you want to see what's going on, it can be a do-it-yourselfer video. But I'm thinking about mostly beginners. When I first started out in my career, what was it, 20 years ago, right? If I was given one of these, right, one of these right here, am I zoomed? Okay, to be installed in one of these panels right here, like this, I'll be like, what the, you know what? I won't say it, but you know, I would be confused. I wouldn't know where to start. What am I doing here, right? If I was a beginner, when I was a beginner, like when I first started out, this would baffle me, you know. So I figure I'm doing these contactor change out, and this is a good example to show the world of HVAC what these are about. These are just regular or simple contactors. It looks fancy, but you have, if you look closely, you can see L1, L2, L3. Does that sound familiar? Yes, if you're a pro or even if you're a beginner, you should know about this. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, all right, over here you have T1, T2, and T3. Once again, if you're a beginner, that should be familiar. If you're a pro, shame on you if you don't know what those are. And if you're a do-it-yourselfer, you know, right? And these here, A1 and A2, that's your coil. That's the contactor coil, right? Contactor coil. A1 and A2, that's a coil. And this one here is particularly 24 volts, right? 24 volts. It's 24 volts contactor. What is the amperage in this? I don't know. I don't think it's relevant amperage, but it's a 24 volts coil, 3-phase contactor. That's what this is. Here you have an auxiliary switch, normally closed, between this right here and this right here, right? So whenever the contactor pulls in, this right here and this right here is a switch, and it will be closed. Make no mistakes. Don't put line 1 or line 2 or line 3, and you can't use this. Remember, some of you wise guys will think, hey, so I can, you know, if there's a problem over here and this one of these terminals is burnt out, I can take the wire and now put it here. Nope, it's not as strong. These points right here is not designed to handle high inrush current or high amperage draws, right? So it's not the same. These two right here is not the same as these over here. So enough of that. Let's get down to why I'm doing this video. So this right here, zoom in on that. It's called a DIN rail. A DIN rail, D-I-N rail, right? DIN rail. And you could see in this controls panel, there's nothing that's screwed. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, the transformer. Transformer is screwed down. I think that's about the only thing that's screwed down. Oh, whew, what a relief. But anyways, that was a condensing unit over there that was running. Yeah, it's real world, real time, real HVAC simplified. So you can have that on my videos. I won't edit that out and put in some music. That's the music. Well, anyways, so only thing in this panel here I see that's screwed in is yeah, the transformer. Right, you can see it screws down, and of course the DIN rail is screwed down, but you can't see the screws because it's all covered with components. But yeah, if I'm thinking back when I first started out, if I was sent to replace this part and I open this panel, I'll be like, what the hell is going on here, man? What do I do? What, you know? So here's it. No panic. I'll show you. So I've done 1, 2, 3 already. These are done, and I'm on this one because you know I'm on this one because I didn't swap over this little sticker piece, the dummy one. I didn't take that out as yet. I'm gonna pop this out and pop in the one from this one here. All right, 10K one, just slide it in there. Just pop that out. I'm gonna use my tester lead or a small thermostat screwdriver, pop this out and pop it in there because, you know, for labeling and troubleshooting in the future. By the way, this thing is, look at that. Wow, see that? It's crazy, right? It's all burnt. But anyways, so what you do here, right? So there is a spring in the bottom on one end of the component. Doesn't matter what component, so long as it's a DIN rail mountable component, it's gonna have a spring on one hand and a bunch of clips or hooks or grooves on the other hand. How do you determine it? Sometimes you can tell, as you can see right here, there's a little thing right here. You could probably look down and see. I don't know if you can, but you know, it doesn't matter. It's really difficult at times, especially when everything is installed, you know, for you to tell which end is a spring. However, what you do is this. So you push, you know, in a vertical or in a vertical direction if it's installed, or if the DIN rail is across like this. If the DIN rail is going horizontal, right, that's horizontal, right? Then you will push in a vertical direction. You apply pressure in a vertical direction, whether you're going to go down or you're going to go up. All right. So when you, for example, in this way, I'm going to push down. While pushing down, I lift the opposite end, right, up or out. You see what I'm doing? So let me do that again. Camera focus properly. I'm gonna clip it back in, and it's the same way you install it. You'll put the end with the spring first. You put that end in on the rail. Clip that in first. You see there's a clip, there's a hook, groove, camera fix, camera focus, right? So I'm gonna stick that on the edge of the DIN rail first. There's a groove, there's a lip right here, lip in the bottom, lip in up top. All right, that's a DIN rail. I'm gonna zoom in closer so you can see it. All right, so there's a lip up top and a lip in the bottom of the DIN rail. Okay, so there goes that unit again with the noise. So you're gonna stick the part when you're installing it. You have to install the end with the spring first, because obviously you can see it, right? You can see the spring because you're about to install the component. When you're removing it, you don't know where the spring is, which end. So you push, you know, up, or you push down, and whichever way you get the plate, you push down and you pry up, or you push up and you pry out. And one way it will work. It will remove it. It will be unable to be uninstalled. Okay, so again, each situation will be different. In this particular situation, I had to push down because I'm pushing against the spring, and then I just pry the other end out from on the rail. So let's put it back in. Put the spring inside in first, so it's on. So you get a nice little nudge. It's on. So then I'm just going to push down on the spring and put the other hand over, and now it's in like magic. So let me do that again. Push down real hard so you can compress the spring and relieve the bottom end of the DIN rail, and then lift out. While pushing, lift out, and there it is. Okay, back in. Oh wait, I'm not on it because I'm trying to look through the camera. There I go. Back in. All right, there you go. So that's what this video was about. I just want to show you guys real quick about DIN rail mountable components. Here is the overload, same thing. All right, I'm also going to be replacing this condenser fan motor. Woo, that thing spins nice and true. All right, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you hadn't subscribed, subscribe. Videos uploaded on a weekly basis.